Guys, I took a little bit longer than normal to get out because I'm trying to keep you guys out of the club. I know you guys are headed right to the New Year's festivities, so I'm trying to keep you safe, okay? This could be a 4-hour press conference because I'm keeping the guys in the locker room until we get done. I'm not doing that. Where's Gary? Gary? Hey, can I just say, man, congratulations. You're retiring today? Friday? Congratulations, man. I'm a huge fan. What you've done is super cool. Like, that's very cool. And I've told you guys this, but the people that dedicate their life to sharing these kids' stories and the stories of sport to the whole world, it's a place where all of us find inspiration and an example, and super great for you, man. That's cool. So now you can be at every game. Yeah? Come on. Let's go. All right. Congratulations. That's super cool. It really is. I'm really happy for you. Congratulations, Brown. Terrific team. They're going to really be a big-time problem in the Ivy League. They have terrific talent. Mike does an unbelievable job coaching that crew. We have a ton of respect for what they've done. They've already posted huge wins this year, including a big-time overtime home win against Rhode Island. And you know, they gave Kansas all they could handle for a half, and it's a good team, and they have really good kids, and they're doing a great job. I was proud of our guys today. I was proud of us kind of ringing the bell defensively. It was really important to us, minus some letdowns on the glass. I thought the guys were stellar. It was our season high in deflections, which is really important for us. Our percentages challenging shots were really good, and I think our guys had fun tonight. And I told the guys, I just don't think there's anywhere else in the world where you get to walk in on New Year's Eve at 2 o'clock and have every single, you know, have 20,500 people packed in there to watch you play, you know, a mid-major team. It just is incredible, and so grateful to all BVM. Take questions. Gary, you got the first one. Now here's the deal. I'm not going to be honest with any of you guys, but I will answer you this is your one shot, baby. 100% transparency.
I guess about the start, a little rusty coming out. Did you feel like, you know, it was just a matter of them kind of settling into a pattern and the shots would start to fall?
Yeah, it's, you know, I'll tell you, it's like, Lee, have we ever lost? I don't think I've lost going into Christmas since I think Lee left, but since maybe my first year. That might be wrong. My first year at UVU might have been the last time I lost going to Christmas. It's the worst. It's miserable. But our guys handled it great, and so I think they were. You know, I thought we were brilliant to start the game defensively. We just turned the ball over 3 times in the first, the first 90 seconds, and then from then on, the guys' ball protection was elite. I think we finished with 4, right? Did we finish with 4 or 5? With 5 turnovers, which is, I think, ties our best, or maybe one better than our best this season. So I think they were motivated by aggressiveness. The first one was Andrew Carr comes up with a huge steal early in the possession, and he's racing down the floor and wants to advance it to Jax, and Jack's not looking, and he kind of got held up. But I was actually really proud of how the guys came out. I was really proud of their focus and not swinging too wide on the defensive end, but they were really focused, and I thought that was great.
Mark, at this point in the schedule, how challenging is it to maybe teach energy coming off of a game like that at MSG?
I think, you know, it's such an important part of what we do, and it's something that we're gonna, you know, that just doesn't happen. Like, that's something that you pay a ton of attention to and you really focus on. And so it's something that we do with our guys on an individual level by sending them positive or negative clips at 2 o'clock in the morning, or you know, putting your arm around them at halftime, or laying into them in the locker room, you know, after one of the guys falls asleep at a film session. That's never happened with us this season. And so I just think it's teaching your guys how to you know, cull the energy out of their teammates, right? Like, how do they talk to their teammates? What do they see? It's it's no different than kind of anything in life that's hard and demanding and arduous and full of stress and pressure. Is you kind of you're trying to tap into every possible way to find energy, and our guys are good at it. Like, we're pretty good. We're not flawless in that area, but we're pretty good, and I think we have a chance to get better.
Mark, I think Jackson said the phrase ball screen defense about 15 times when we talked to him yesterday. Just how far has that come in the last week or so? And then you mentioned the deflections. What was the number today, and what kind of led to that being the highest?
I think I don't know how we finished. I know at one point in the second half we were at 23, which is really good for us to get there in the second half. And we, there was probably, we had a couple days was basketball all day long, and so I think there was probably some point during the last week where all of our guys were struggling to remember if there was anything involved in the game of basketball except for ball screen defense. We repped and repped and repped and repped and repped, and to our guys' credit, they really worked on it. And we still have, that's going to be, the greatest players in the world are trying to figure out how to guard ball screens in different scenarios. So this is going to be an ongoing process, but I was incredibly proud of our guys, the way they managed it tonight. I thought it was elite. I thought their communication was terrific on the defensive end. And then when we did make some mistakes on cutters away from ball screens, I thought our guys did a great job with hands, kind of helping each other. We had one play in particular, actually, I'll bring up. It was really exciting for me. It was in the second half, early in the second half, and one of the things we've been talking about is we try and keep ball screen defense a 2-on-2 endeavor as much as we can, because we want to stay with shooters, and in response to some struggles we've had, we've been trying to incorporate those other three players to still be with shooters, but to be really help early recovery in a bunch of different scenarios. And so Andrew Carr actually was on the right side of the floor. Ball screen was happening on the left side of the floor, and he actually it was an OKC action, it was a Spain action where it's a ball screen and a back screen, and so the roll had kind of come open a little bit early, and Andrew came all the way to tag along the baseline, did it really early, was there early, got a little tag, and then raced out to be there on the catch and came up with a deflection, almost came up with a steal, like a pick 6 steal, and it would have been a pick 2 steal, or maybe a pick and 1 steal, but it's little moments like that where okay, we're cooking, we're getting better, right? That's all we care about. Can we get better? And these guys did.
Coach, it seems like you tried a lot of different lineups, went pretty deep in your bench. Of course, Kerr's still out. But what did you learn about those guys and those rotations and lineups before you head into conference play? It seemed like you were trying a lot of different stuff out there as far as lineups and depth goes. Yeah,
we're putting different guys together, just trying to figure out how they feel. We spent a lot of time in practice this week with Ansley and Andrew on the floor together, and with Andrew and BG on the floor together, and Ansley and Amari on the floor together. And so that mix-up of bigs, I think there's some space in us to make us look different. I thought, the one thing I learned is that the TP is going to keep working into these minutes at the point, and he's going to keep getting more and more comfortable. Like, for him right now, he's got so much more to his game than we're probably seeing in the limited minutes he's had so far, because he's still trying to just get over the newness of it. But as he settles in, and he's going to settle in under fire, but as he settles in, he's going to be very, very, very serviceable, giving us some minutes to the point. And Colin Chandler is made just insane amount of progress on the defensive end. It's brilliant. He was really good defensively tonight, and he was really good off 2 feet tonight. He was really good as a playmaker tonight. So, and then, Trent Noah, the thing I learned about Trent Noah, he's just verified it again, is if we ever need a 3, I just need to sub him into the game and let him shoot it, because he does not need any warm-up time. He's just going to come bang 1 or 2. And so we're learning a lot about how the guys fit together. Kobe, I thought, a lot of kudos defensively, but I thought Kobe was elite defensively. He did a lot of make-up ability plays tonight, where he kind of came and blocked a shot late or stripped somebody late, kind of in a ball screen or a penetration rotation. I thought he was really good. So, him. We kind of were playing with the numbers for a long time, and there were some interesting things we learned about when him and Otega are on the floor together that we're trying to figure out what that means. And so a lot. We're digging into all of it.
Coach, you mentioned the 5 turnovers in the game today. 18 assists to 5 turnovers might be one of the best margins of the season. Can you just speak to the team's cohesion, especially now we're getting to like the halfway point of the season in conference play, and what that's going to mean going forward? With the
Yeah, it means everything for us. It's you know, you look at a lot of numbers on the stat sheet that are important to us, but this assist turnover is real, those numbers, because they're just a manifestation of if we're playing right on the offensive end, and the turnover number is an indication of if we're giving ourselves a real chance to guard on the defensive end. So those two numbers loom large for us. They're really important, and if we could stay above a 3-1 as a team, I'll be elated. We'll have a chance to win a lot of games.
Yeah, Mark, assuming my voice holds out, I think you referenced the upcoming SEC could be a bloodbath. What's it going to take to survive that race, and how important is it holding serve at home every time?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's you know, every game is you're gonna walk in and it's gonna feel like a toss-up, and I think when you have that, it's gonna be it's gonna end up with what does your team's execution look like how capable are you of communicating on the floor and executing on the floor, and then I think it's gonna come a lot down to resolve, like how much frustration are you capable of enduring, like where is your emotional reservoir at, like I know that sounds like soft skills, but it's actually defining features of great games. And so it's you know, it's going to have a little bit of an NBA feel where you can't get too high or too low, because you got 2 days. You don't have time to emotionally rehab from letting yourself be devastated or elated, because you know, you play the number 3 team in the country, and 2 days later you're going on the road to play the number 1 team in the country, and then you're playing the number 10 team in the country, and so it's I think it's going to be a matter of just those two things, right? Is like, where are you on the execution scale, and you know, where are you on that durability scale, right? And those are going to matter.
Hey, Mark, back here in the center. When you saw Caden and Jasper out there on center court at a point, what did you say to them, and what did it mean to see them tonight?
I'm allowed to talk about this, right? For sure. Yeah. Okay. Phew, I was getting nervous. The rules are changing all the time. I was hyped. So the truth is, you know, I'm the last person to know anything. Actually, I'm pretty, like, I only know a lot about very few things. And so I'm in the timeout talking to the staff, and I looked up, and those two kids are standing out there center court. And I got so excited. It was the first time I'd seen them on the court together, and definitely the first time I'd seen them on the court in Rupp with the joint filled, and I was just like, oh, this is going to be so fun. Like, not even containable. Those two guys are going to be incredible. They're going to work some real magic in this building, and I can't wait to get them here on the court in uniform. They're two beautiful, beautiful kids that are really, really talented and great competitors, and it's going to be fun to watch them grow. Super excited about those guys. Okay, Gary, congratulations. Happy New Year to everybody. Let's go.